You mentioned our usage of technology not being much different than other folks, non-Christians. What are your thoughts on a discipline of digital or technological minimalism?
Yeah, if you can maintain it, I think that's really terrific. So there's a lot of different dumb phones out there that are in the middle between smart and dumb. I can think of like 8 or 9 different brands right now. There's a lot. But a lot of them are just very difficult to live with, especially if you're traveling. But that would be one way to go about it. You could get the Wise phone or all the other many different types of phones that they have. Yeah, I think you just have to set rules up for yourself. It's sort of like food. Like a lot of my days where I just go about the place eating whatever looks good. You know, and so many of us do this. We just sort of go on through life, just not disciplining ourselves. St. Dominic said, you're welcome. St. Dominic said, the man who governs his passions is master of his world. We must either command them or be enslaved by them. It is better to be a hammer than an anvil. And a lot of us are just anvils. Like we walk around getting pummeled by our passions all day long, and that's our passions for, pleasure or food or drink or what have you, rest. But another one of those pleasures is curiosity, which Aquinas says is a sin, which drives how much we engage with the internet. I really think we should think seriously about reading the Bible more than listening to our favorite political commentators. And the fact that you don't do that is another proof for original sin. Like, you're an idiot. But that's so obvious. Like, you should obviously read scripture more than you listen to your favorite political pundit. But you don't. I mean, some of you do, but most of you don't. Why? You know what's good for you. Why won't you do it? And it's like that sin of curiosity where I feel out of control and I have this belief that if I could just understand things, then I would have some order, I would have some control. But of course that never works, and we know it never works, And it seems to me that when we deviate from the scriptures, we stop reading them and we put them aside and we settle just for like philosophical ruminations or conversations that aren't based in the word. It's like a thick layer of dust and grime kind of comes down upon those pages of scripture, and we no longer understand God as we ought to, ourselves as we ought to, or others. It's like Bonaventure's book, Journey of the Mind to God. He says, sin twists man over on himself. He cannot see God, himself, or others aright. And so I really think we got to make a better effort at getting back into the Word, deleting our podcast apps, not listening to news apps. Because I think when we listen to the news incessantly, and I've been doing that yesterday, because of the debate thing that happened, and I do that as much as the next guy, but I think what happens is, okay, God has given me authority. He's given me this realm of authority, like over my bride and my children, to love them well, to lead them to heaven. He's given me authority over this apostolate, Pints with Aquinas. But when I spend my time focusing on things I have no control over, I'm impotent to change anything over there. And I just feel more out of control than I previously did because I'm concerning myself with things I have no control over. Meanwhile, I've abandoned the very things that God has given me authority over. And so that realm of authority begins to even shrink now. That's just not a good way to live. So, what was the question?
It was something about, yeah.
Good.
Yep, nailed it.
Man, have you checked out Exodus 90 lately? If you've heard of Exodus 90 before, you're probably thinking of cold showers and Lent. But the Exodus 90 app offers so much more. It's a daily companion to help you grow closer to God and to become the man you want to be. This summer, I'm following along with the app's daily scriptures, reflections, and prayers. It's awesome. On the app, you can join the Enthronement to the Sacred Heart, the Exodus 90 Summer Book Club, and St. Michael's Lent, which starts August 15th and leads up to the feast of St. Michael the Archangel on September 29th. St. Michael's Lent is an ancient tradition of prayer and fasting popularized by St. Francis in the Middle Ages that's been lost in our time. Let's bring it back. Join the men of Exodus 90 and Father Carlos Martins, Catholic priest, exorcist, and host of the Exorcist Files, who will serve as our spiritual guide for St. Michael's Lent this year on the Exodus 90 app. We will awaken to invisible realities and enter into the spiritual battle that rages around us all the time. Go to exodus90.com/Matt for a 14-day free trial to the Exodus 90 app and to learn more about St. Michael's Lent. That's exodus90.com/Matt to join us for St. Michael's Lent starting August 15.